So how long have you been doing this now? How long has your company been?
Since January.
January. Okay. And so that's a half a year.
Yeah.
Half a year. Do you feel like you've already seen an impact, a change?
Yeah,
from
it's
that?
amazing. That's what I love about Vietnam, where I'm staying right now, is like there's everything to do there in terms of like environment awareness. So I've seen over 40 restaurants changing to some other kind of straw. Most of the time they don't even buy from me, they just buy from like whatever cheapest source they can find. But that's fine with me. I mean,
As long as
I'm just like happy that they're switching, and I
Yes.
can really see a push in Saigon, mostly in like Western restaurant.
Yes.
And that's great because now we have a community of 5,000 people on a Facebook group. So all those people, they live in Saigon and they go eat at restaurants, and most likely they're gonna choose a restaurant that are more environmental friendly.
Yes. Okay. So that's great. That's great. Do you think that okay, you think now, like in 6 months from now, you're going to see even more changes and more acceptance, or I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I really believe it because we're finding new products every day. And like the more it gets embraced by people, the more like other people want to copy it. And for example, one of the products that I really like,
Yes.
the green grass straw. So it's some product that we just really recently created in partnership with some farmers.
Yes.
And when I arrived with that product, people were like, it's weird, is it clean, like I don't know if I can like serve that to my clients. And the first person who messaged me and he was like, hey, I'm buying this, was
Yes.
Eric, who is French, and he has a luxury dinner boat.
Yes.
So that really was my point of selling from then, because
Yes.
I was like, he has a luxury boat, all his clients are like, very high standard of hygiene,
Yes.
and it's working for him.
But this is amazing. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, yes, straw, because actually, what is straw?
Yeah.
It is grass. It is.
Yeah,
straw.
yeah, yeah.
So this is the first real straw I ever see. I remember as a kid, playing in fields, running around, and we'd actually use straws, like dried straws,
Yeah.
as straws, because it was fun. But this is amazing. What I like is that they're so thin. Actually, I don't know if people can see that. It's thin. You could think it's a plastic straw. It's exactly the same size as a plastic straw. And maybe you want to show it to the video over there. Yeah. What I'd like to see, I like it's so thin, because I've tried bamboo straw, so I do have one, but it's a little bit awkward because it's really thick.
Yeah.
It's quite thick, so it takes some getting used to. So yeah, that's like a super thick.
That's
So
a
this is
bubble
like for the
straw,
bubble,
it's a-
for
yeah.
the bubble tea, for the tapioca balls. Yeah, so it's quite thick, so it's a bit awkward and takes some getting used to. And
Yeah, the good
Yeah.
thing about the green grass straw is it's single use.
yeah, it's because true. When I go to a restaurant and get a bamboo straw, sometimes
Yeah.
yes, it's been washed and it's darker, getting brown, especially after a while, after a number of uses. So I do get, like, hygiene-wise, people might be a little bit put off. So
So
I mean,
single use, yeah,
single
it's
use
so
is
easy for the
yes.
restaurant to use. It's about $3 for 100 straws, so it's more expensive than plastic.
which is still nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
compared to, okay, but what is the cost? It's not cheaper. What is the cost of disposing of plastic?
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
it's
People
killing the
never-
planet.
Exactly. So we're not actually taking this cost into account.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nature is suffering, animals, and so the cost is actually much higher with plastic, I'd say. But and this is completely biodegradable. I mean,
Yeah.
you could even compost.
And I'm hoping to spread it in Phnom Penh with the help of
I love
Tom.
the idea.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm totally in.
Cool.
Yes, I think Tom here, a fellow radio show host, wants to say something.
Yeah, hi Devi, hi you guys. On Friday I'm gonna go to a few restaurants and I wanted to ask you if you want to join and promote these straws.
Hey, okay, yes,
Hey,
but okay, I'm also into marketing and things like that, so I'm
Yeah,
thinking
we'll talk about that later,
Talk
but
about this, how to do
Yes,
that.
nice to
But
be here, and I'm gonna try to promote these straws and hope that in
absolutely,
Phnom Penh
I
they will be.
think every time the thing is, Restaurants, expat-owned restaurants, no problem. They're more likely to accept this and do this. But what always breaks my heart is it's not them who are problem. Like a couple of months ago, the government here introduced a 10-cent tax on plastic bags, which I think is amazing, because since then, every time I go shopping, I'm thinking twice about some bags just for shopping. Not because I want to save money. It's not about that at all, because 10 cents, what is that? For me, it's nothing. But every time I think, okay, yeah, why is there a 10-cent tax? Because then I think, oh yeah, it's plastic. So it makes me think more, and that's what stops me from getting plastic bags now. But it's not those big supermarket bags that I think are the biggest problem when it comes to pollution. Of course, they're bad, but it's those tiny plastic bags that every food vendor uses here. You know, you buy a drink, the drink comes in a plastic cup with ice, the plastic cover, the plastic straw, and a plastic thing to hold it.
But I think it's all about building a habit.
Exactly.
Because you can't, like, unless it's 1,000 of us that is gonna start doing this tomorrow. Like me, really, it's like 3 of us with my husband and our assistant, and we can't just be everywhere.
Yes.
So and Tom now. So what we do is and you we try to talk to like Western restaurants who are like more likely to accept for many reasons, because their clientele is more into it, and also because they have more money to do this.
Sure.
But once it's like trendy, like then the trend is gonna go everywhere. So that's what I'm hoping is like once like 100, 200, 300 restaurant making trendy, the little street vendors might like get into it. And also the green gastro, my husband is actually working on some stuff where he's trying to lower the price, where it's going to be the same price as plastic.
Okay.
So the more people we have that buy the green gastro, the more we have like occasion to work on it with the farmers. So I think we have to start somewhere, and then wherever it's good.
Yeah, I think so too. Because now, like, I see Cambodians also, locals avoiding the getting plastic bags at the store. Maybe it's for a financial reason, but not necessarily. I mean, people who can afford to go to supermarkets, they don't mind paying 10 cents for a bag. So I think, it's making a difference. But yeah, if we can get people, everywhere to stop using plastic, that would be so amazing. Actually, Tom and I had been looking for other, like, different types of straws. And,
but you have the full set here.
Full set, okay. And pretty colors too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a girl, what can I say?
That's cool. Okay, I love this blue. So this is a glass straw.
Yeah, it's a borosilicate, so it's like glass but more resistant than glass.
Yeah, because you don't want it to
break. Yeah.
It would be a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's for cleaning. That's
you can
really
boil
cool.
it.
So I don't know if you can see this. Super cool color. And you know what I'm already thinking? Branding. Get something with Sanrio. I don't know. Get Hello Kitty straws, Get kids, popular. I know these are big evil corporations usually, but if you get them on board, okay, usually there's also finance.
Talking about on board and the first people using these straws and big evil corporations. No, only joking. Let's have Eric have a word, because he was one of the first, you said, using them in big scale.
First one using the green gastro.
What's your experience with using them with the customers, with the people, and in general?
Well, first of all, I met Julia online. It was a perfect timing when I saw the post about single-using straw. I'm very into as well plastic concern, especially in this country, which is suffocating by plastic. So we introduced that on our property. It was at the beginning a little, like, people were wondering where we get them from, how we get them from. The husband of Julia designed a wonderful pamphlet where we explain exactly how they are cut, how they are sanitized. And since then, it goes really well. And actually, people asking many times where we get them, where we can buy them. And then that's what goes around comes around. So I always give Julia's phone number, Julia's email address. And yeah, we try to make a difference. We just want, no matter how big, even if it's once, you save the world.
That's great. I mean, this is good. I think we need more people, more companies to put some money, effort into this. So you think, okay, right now you're based in Saigon, but I mean, mostly. So this is where...
Well, Eric lives in Phnom Penh as well.
Okay,
I'm based in Phnom Penh,
okay.
and I have 3 ships crossing the Mekong, so we can supply for the moment with the ship.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So that's good. I think we should get this in up and running in Phnom Penh.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's great. I mean, do you think there's a way also for single-use brass straws? There's a way of producing this here.
Yeah. So my point is to start having clients.
Yes.
Because no farmer is gonna start if I sell like 300 straw a month.
Of course.
So once I get my sellers to like maybe 10,000 straw a month, which is already pretty small for a farmer, then I'll look into producing it in Cambodia, because like right now in Vietnam it's produced like not in Saigon, it's like in all the rice fields and everything.
Of course,
but easy, like anywhere they grow rice you can grow that. And actually the cool story about this grass straw is the people who produce it, they grow this grass kobang for protecting the crane, the birds. So because it's the natural habitat of the crane, so they got some grants to protect the cranes, and they grow the kobang because it's their natural home.
Okay.
So we're actually protecting those birds
At
whenever
the same time.
Whenever we buy this.
It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
I mean, actually no, not kidding. We're actually trying to save those birds. Okay. You get what I mean. Actually, hey, Panda, the request show host, her family are rice farmers here.
Oh, that's
actually,
perfect.
this will be awesome.
We found a producer
here
on the radio.
They're not far from Phnom Penh, and they have a small plot of land, so they're not that big. So
perfect, they can start growing
I
straws.
was immediately, when you said like local production, I was immediately thinking about.
And yesterday,
yes.
yesterday she was talking about not using plastic waste in her show all the time.
Yes.
So how funny is that? Just by coincidence.
Also very much so. Never using.
She asked me for a bamboo straw, and today I'm gonna give her one.
Yeah, so that's definitely. Okay, I love radio. We meet the most amazing people.
Yeah.
And making connections. Unfortunately, it's 10:30. We have to take a short break for the business news, and we're going to be right back. Listeners, if you have questions for Julia or any one of us here, and if you have comments, anything, you can get in touch with us. You can give us a call at 011 77 81 11. That's 011 77 81 11, or 010 416 325. 010 416 325. Don't forget also to go onto our Facebook page, subscribe, follow, and like, and check out the video there. You can also leave comments there, and we'll be checking those and answering as they come in. Stay tuned.
This is the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank in local business news.
This is the Radio 1 Business News Update. I'm Aaron Leviton. Pestec Cambodia, a wholly owned subsidiary of Malaysian power infrastructure firm Pestec International, has been given approval for its IPO by the Cambodian Securities and Exchange Commission. Pestec announced its plans for initial public offering earlier, and its application was approved last week. In 2017, Pestec was awarded a $100 million contract to build a 230 kilovolt transmission line from the Stung Tatai hydropower dam in Koh Kong province to Phnom Penh. When it first announced plans to partially float its Cambodian subsidiary, Pestec said it was looking to raise $20 million, and the capital raised would be used to expand its businesses across the region. Pestec's underwriter, RHB Indochina Securities, said that with the approval in place, the IPO could now be carried out within a year.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
បងឯងនិយាយអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំធ្វើការបាន2 3ឆ្នាំហើយខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំគួរតែចាប់ផ្ដើមគិតគូរទុកដាក់លុយហើយខៃឡូថ្ងៃណាខ្ញុំត្រូវការបន្ទាន់ល្អណាស់អូនបងសប្បាយចិត្តដល់ហើយពេលឮថាអូនឯងចាប់ផ្ដើមចេះគិតគូរពីអនាគតបែបនេះចាអញ្ចឹងបងគិតថាខ្ញុំគួរអន្សំមិនទៅបងអើចេះបានឯងចង់ចាប់ផ្ដើមអន្សំហ៎អូនឯងគួរតែបើកគណនីបញ្ញាមានការកំណត់មួយទេអូនឯងមានកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile មែនទេចាល្អអញ្ចឹងចាំបងធ្វើឲ្យមើលនេះនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile បើកមកហើយចុចបើកគណនីថ្មីរួចរើសយកបើកគណនីបញ្ញាមានការកំណត់ហើយរយៈពេលបញ្ញារួចជាការស្រេចសួរម៉េះហើយខ្ញុំត្រូវទៅសាខាអត់បងបន្ទាប់ពីនឹងហើយអត់ទេតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងឯង
ការបើកគណនីបញ្ញាមានការកំណត់ឬសន្សំនៅលើកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile ដោយផ្ទាល់ដោយមិនគិតថ្លៃនឹងជួយឲ្យលោកអ្នកសម្រេចគោលដៅហិរញ្ញវត្ថុកាន់តែឆាប់រហ័ស ABA Mobile ធត់
Coming up next, international news.
Remember when large, usually commercial vehicles were called dirty diesels? And then suddenly diesel wasn't dirty anymore and you could get a clean diesel in your car and pollute less than a petrol car? And then we learned about Volkswagen cheating on emissions tests, and then Mercedes, Audi and Porsche. And suddenly it seemed that German car makers didn't know how to lie straight in bed. And then it got bigger. Investigative journalists accused American automaker Chrysler, French brand Renault, and Japanese manufacturer Nissan of all having software in their engine management programs that could change how dirty the exhaust gas was during emissions testing. In 2015, Nissan chairman Carlos Ghosn poured cold water on such allegations aimed at his company, saying of VW being busted, and I quote, "I don't think you can do something like this hiding in the bushes." Well, in news out this week, it turns out that Ghosn needs to say, oops. Although, to give him credit, it appears that what occurred at Nissan did not reach all the way to the top as it did at VW. Nissan has announced that it has uncovered falsified data in its records and has instituted an investigation. This all began after 1.2 million vehicles were recalled in Japan last year for not meeting standards. It turns out that Nissan wasn't actively cheating through software. Its factory testing system was just, well, badly run. And if cars couldn't meet standards, the testers simply lied and said they did. Nissan said that after rechecking what it called, quote, reliable data, it could confirm that all of its cars meet Japanese standards. Well, except for the Fast and Furious Nissan R34 GTR. No word on why the latest version of the Bathurst-winning twin-turbo four-wheel drive supercar-slaying Godzilla was not on the list. Watch this space. The UK government's ructions over Brexit have spooked currency traders who first thought the announcement of the exit of Brexit Secretary David Davis and his resignation would mean a so-called softer Brexit. But then hardline Brexiteer Boris Johnson resigned as Foreign and Commonwealth Secretary, and that changed everything. Former London Mayor Johnson and former UK Independence Party leader Nigel Farage campaigned hard for a leave vote during the Brexit referendum, and Johnson made his desire to be PM after Leave won the vote plain. His erstwhile political partner Farage, however, had other ideas, stabbing Johnson in the back and walking off the political stage. That gave his party, the Tories, other ideas as well, and they chose Theresa May to replace David Cameron as PM. May then named Johnson Foreign Secretary. Now traders are worried that Johnson will mount yet another tilt at number 10, so they ran from the pound sterling, wiping out the gains it made after Davis' resignation and then going lower. Share traders, on the other hand, saw their prices go up, as when the pound falls, international companies earn bigger profits. And all of this only 48 hours after the government had settled on what it wanted the final Brexit deal to look like. I guess you can't please all of the people all of the time. On the other hand, if you've got a trip to the UK coming up, then a lower pound will please you greatly. This has been the Radio 1 Business News Update.
This has been the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank, a partnership you can trust.
ព្រឹក្សាយោបល់ជាមួយយើងខ្ញុំដើម្បីការផ្សព្វផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មរបស់លោកអ្នកឲ្យមានប្រសិទ្ធភាពសូមទំនាក់ទំនងមកកាន់ទូរស័ព្ទលេខ016 933 933
ព្រំលិខិតបានកំណត់ឲ្យពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយការជួបរបស់ពួកគេក៏បង្កើតបានជាមនោសញ្ចេតនាស្នេហាដ៏ផ្អែមត្រជាក់វាជាចំណងស្នេហ៍ដែលកើតឡើងរវាងចិត្តនិងចិត្តតែគ្រប់យ៉ាងត្រឹមក្តីស្រមៃប៉ុន្តែវាបានបញ្ចប់ទៅដោយសារតែភាពឈ្នានីសនិងរនាំងនៃវណ្ណៈអូនចាំបានមានរូបកាយាមានបងក្បែរប្រាប្រាប់អ្វីៗដែលពួកគេធ្លាប់បានសាងជាមួយគ្នាគឺសោះត្រឹមតែអនុសាសន៍និងភាពជឿចាប់តែប៉ុណ្ណោះនេះឬជាចំណាព្រំលិខិតនោះហេតុអ្វីស្នេហារបស់ពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយបែរជាត្រូវប្រត់គ្នាហើយបន្សល់ទុកត្រឹមស្លាកស្នាមមនុស្សសាវរីយ៍ស្នេហានិងពាក្យសន្យាស្នេហ៍ដែលគ្មានថ្ងៃអាចបំភ្លេចបានបែបនេះទៅវិញនេះជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដ៏ល្បីល្បាញនិងជាប់ចំណាត់ថ្នាក់លេខ1ប្រចាំប្រទេសតួគីហើយក៏ជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលទទួលបានពានច្រើនជាងគេជាពិសេសគឺពាន International Emmy Award ជាមួយការសម្ដែងដ៏ល្អឥតខ្ចោះជុំជាមួយកំពូលខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលល្បីល្បាញបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដែលធ្វើឲ្យទស្សនិកជនទស្សនាហើយទប់ទឹកភ្នែកមិនបានរឿងស្នេហ៍គ្មានទីបញ្ចប់នឹងមកដល់ក្នុងពេលឆាប់នេះនៅ My TV
What do you mean you haven't got the Radio 1 app yet? Download it now. Find it at Google Play or the App Store. Listen to Radio 1 anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
Real music, great gifts, fresh news, and entertainment. If these are what you're looking for in a radio station, we've got it all here for you.
Traveled land and sea, but as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, exalted in the scene, as long as I am with you. Step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make with all of your heart, you can't shame me when I'm with you. There's no place I'd rather be. We staked out on a mission to find our inner peace. Make it everlasting, so nothing is incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Know with all of your heart, it can't shame me. When I'm with you, there's no place I'd rather be. 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 There's no place I'd rather be.
Playing this mix of music on Phnom Penh's top English language radio station, Radio 1 FM 103.7. That was Mark Sibilia with Rather Be, an acoustic version. It's just 11 o'clock here in the studio, and we're still talking about zero waste.
Yes.
Not just Saigon, but zero waste in general. Julia, yes, so you're saying you already met with some people, some business owners here the other day, and so I'm thinking this Friday, the French Chamber of Commerce is organizing, of course, the 14th of July on the 13th celebration at Sofitel. Will you be going?
I hope. I was not invited, but why
But
not?
I mean, this one is open to the public. It's Sofitel, and I think there are like 3 zones: the blue zone, the white zone, and the red zone. And
Sounds very French.
Yeah. And I was last year. It was packed with people. I think that would be a great place to do some networking. I don't know if you can be back here.
When is it? Like
Friday.
14th of July?
13th. No.
That's when I'm leaving.
Yeah, because that would be pretty cool. Because I'm super excited about this. I feel like we're destroying the planet with plastic, and just because we want things quickly and cheaply. So that's why this is amazing. So I have another question. These straws, okay, they're single use, but how well do they keep?
So if you keep it in the fridge in a Tupperware or some closed waterproof container.
Yes.
So for example, you can use a plastic bag that someone gave you and you don't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you really keep it to keep the moist inside, you can keep it for, officially we say 2 weeks, but I've been keeping them for up to 2 months without much alteration.
Oh, can they be frozen, or would that alter?
When you freeze them, they become all dry, but they don't break. But I'm still making experiences, so I wouldn't just be like, yeah.
Okay, but that's great. So I'm wondering, are they all pretty much the same size?
Yeah, I mean, we just decided 20
Yeah.
centimeters because that's like the standard size.
And
but you can cut them with scissors. Like if you have like a special cocktail, the barman can just cut them at the size they want.
Okay, that's great. And so you're saying, okay, what about the cost of?
So for 100 straw is about $3.
Yes. Okay. And yeah, I mean, so far you feel like people. I don't even know how many straws people go through.
I would say like a normal restaurant would be about 300 straws per week. Per week. So yeah, but it depends. I mean, if you have a coffee stand, you know.
Of course, yeah.
But so far, I presented it to a bunch of French restaurants or like a nice restaurant here in Phnom Penh, and people are interested. That's the first time they've seen it, so you know, it's like the novelty looks good. We'll see how it goes.
But yeah, what's really cool is it's one single use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. And so if you were saying the cost is about $3, but at the moment this is being produced in Vietnam. So if you're thinking about shipping and would it be a lot more expensive to get this here in Cambodia? Not so much.
No, we have a sustainable solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like we got some nice angel here who wants to ship it for free. So that would work.
And perhaps eventually we can have them produced here.
Yeah, that's my goal once I have enough clients.
But when it comes to educating the public about that, so you said you went to talk to schools. How do you go about this?
Here in Phnom Penh?
No, I mean so far if you've done this in
Vietnam, what I do is I just meet people who have kids, and they're like, hey, would you talk in like my school kids? So I just go, so it's totally free.
Yes, sure.
And,
but what I mean, how do you approach the kids? How is it? How do they respond to?
So it depends the age, but mostly I've been to international schools because they've been the one who wants to receive me. The local schools so far it's a little hard to approach them. And I have a presentation, so I adapt my talk to the age, and I ask them questions. They prepare questions for me. They ask me all kind of questions, and they receive it really well. I mean, they're not the one taking the decision to use plastic, so they feel like they're empowered to do something when I tell them like, hey, you can make a change. You can be the change.
Yeah. That's great. And do you find like certain age groups are easier to talk to? Like
I feel the younger the easier, because they like I don't know, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, they don't really have that much power on what's going on with them.
Yeah.
And when I tell them like, hey, you can refuse the straw and like save a turtle by like refusing a straw
and say no to an adult.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And it's okay to say no to a plastic bag or a plastic straw or a plastic cup. It feels like they have a mission now, and they really like it. But with older kids, I've been organizing like more like long mission where they're trying to like convince coffee around their school and everything, where a 6-year-old is harder for a 6-year-old to do that, where a 14-year-old can actually like make a whole mission, a whole project.
Yes. And of course, in international schools, you have mostly expat kids, right?
No. Actually, international schools are just like really, I don't know. They have an international way of teaching. But for example, I went to the Canadian school in Saigon, and there was only Vietnamese, but they all speak like pretty decent English. So it's just like if the family can afford it. But I believe that they will be the leaders of tomorrow. So if I convince them, they might have to convince their staff, or just tell the staff not to. So all in all, I take what I can get, and they were very interested, and some didn't even know about it. So it's great experience.
That's great. Do you feel like do you want to talk in schools here in Cambodia?
I would love to. That would be awesome.
I can hook you up. No
cool.
problem.
Let's
Seriously,
do it.
We can do that.
Yeah, I'll come back for a week, and I do talks in all the schools.
Because myself, I mean, I'm in education myself. I mean, but dance education. I'm a ballet school owner and teacher. But yeah, I'm working with so many schools here: international, semi-international, local. That would be a problem.
I feel like artists are more open generally to this kind of problem. So I mean, like a ballet school would be like a lot of artists who might be interested.
Yeah, we have. I mean, currently we're working with like 7 schools, other schools, for after-school ballet and dance classes. So yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. Actually, tomorrow I have a guest here for another international school that's opening, Singapore Cambodia International Academy.
Oh, great.
They're brand new, and they have a new campus, and they want to be somehow somewhat self-sustainable, and also for their canteen and everything, so get the kids to grow stuff. And
that's great.
So yeah, these are totally people you need to talk to.
Oh yeah, like hook me up with them. That sounds great.
Radio seriously is so great. We can meet different people, and I what I like about radio is connecting other people. Say, hey, I met that person, you should talk to.
But that's how I feel with my project, with my Zero Waste project, because I meet so many amazing people all the time, and they just contact me out of the blue, and I'm like, oh my god, it's my dream to like work with you. And that's just how it goes.
That's great. Now, I'm also now interested a bit about the cruises. I mean, hey, roads, especially since I'm working like 24/7. I don't have any time off. Eric, you said you have. So you're in cruise business. Can you tell us a tiny bit about this? Because hey, who doesn't like a cruise?
Yeah, I'm working for a Vietnamese owned company with 3 cruise ships on the Mekong River from Saigon to Siem Reap. 7 days, people stays on board.
Okay.
They have tours morning, afternoon, up to them if they want to go. Okay. So it takes 4 days in Vietnam, 3 days in Cambodia, stopping in Phnom Penh. Mm-hmm. And we have a restaurant ship in Saigon, 250 passengers and 2 hours dinner cruise.
Oh, that's great.
And we are in a way to be completely as well free. We are already on our restaurant ship.
Yes.
That's why we create those bottles for our guests.
Oh, okay.
That they take on shore, because every excursion we used to supply plastic bottles. Yes, because in this area you need to drink.
And then people are just leaving them wherever.
Exactly. Sometimes half empty, sometimes. So we decide this as a gift, as a reminder of the cruise. We have a fountain on board, and they just fill it up. Keep cold, keep hot. And at least at the end, they have a souvenir. And we do not...
And it's branding for you as well.
Yeah, we do not discard. Like every cruise, it's about 3,000 bottles of plastic.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Per ship.
Oh, so yeah, it adds up. And
3 ships.
Wow.
Cruising 40 weeks. So that's a lot, yeah.
And what made you decide to change this?
Well, I think I've always been aware of the plastic thing and the plastic problem, and when I came here, it was really a reality check in this country to see the Mekong so dirty, so overloaded with plastic, as we were saying earlier, any food you buy in the street is made with plastic.
Everything comes in plastic.
It's the first time I see a soup served in plastic.
And then it brings, and you also think about, okay, how healthy is it to put hot foods into plastic? Is it going to seep when you have like chemicals getting released? I don't know. Is it going to be food grade plastic? You can't even be sure.
And I think, it's as Julia was saying, it's a whole education. And it will take some generation before everyone is aware of that and say no to plastic.
Yeah, it's going to. Now, for both of you, since we're just almost at the end of this hour, time flies, I just wanted to ask you to share with our listeners and viewers your social media handles. I mean, hey, everything is social media nowadays, and it's plastic free.
So if you want to find me, the website is called zerowastesaigon.com. So it's zwsaigon.com or zerowastesaigon.com. Both works. Or you can just put on Google Zero Waste Saigon. On Facebook, we have a group, we have a page. Please reach out if you're interested in Phnom Penh, because I want to come back. And if you're in Phnom Penh and you're interested in the product, if you know restaurant interested, if you want to change, if you want to help, please reach out, send me a message on the Facebook page, and then I will know that you're interested. I will keep in mind, and when I come back, I will get to meet you in person to see like how we can all do this together, because I can't do this myself.
Yes, I mean I'm in.
Great.
Myself, I have about 100 students. Even like if I reach out, I send an email to all the parents. We can get them to get straws.
Great.
Then definitely I'll also come to talk to schools. So this is for your company, Zero Waste Saigon. Eric, what about yours? You can also give us the social media handles if you have. So
Vietprincess.com, and you see the ship. You see what we do with Julia.
Yes.
And talking about Phnom Penh, I heard about, I don't know if you have connection with PSC, because they are forming the next generation of hospitality. And I think to talk to those people would be, because they are the next managers of hotels, the next waiters, and I think that organization will be great for
I think so too,
for awareness of plastic.
Definitely. And I think Siem Reap also needs to be targeted because
big time.
Yes.
I heard Siem Reap is the first destination in the world in 2018, with anchor
Yeah,
whale.
so many people go there, so everybody dropping off plastic waste. And that's great. Can you promise me to come back?
Yes.
And talk with me again?
With that smile, I don't think I can say no.
Yeah, you absolutely should. Come with the family.
Yeah, welcome.
So it was amazing having you both here in the studio. It was way too short, but it was really, really great. We need to exchange contacts. We need to stay in touch. And I mean, things can only change for the better if we actually do something. And let's get together and do this.
Yes.
We can do.
So exciting.
That. So yeah, peeps, you too, if you're listening right now and watching, or if you watch the video later and you want to do your part in this, you also want to find out more about how to reduce your carbon footprint, you want to reduce the waste you produce, get in touch with us. We can put you, actually now I changed the link, I tagged your page in the video. So also, get in touch, and we're here at the radio, we're just connected, we put people in touch. So get in touch with us, we'll hook you up with Julia, and then you can find out more about what you can do, because it's not something that just only big companies can do to change. It's like it's on the individual.
Every action counts. That's our slogan.
Yeah, so it's even on individual, personal basis, and everything you do has an effect. It's because often people think, oh, what difference is it going to make if I if I'm the only one doing this? But if just 100 people do that, it's 100. Yeah, it's like 100.
Less plastic straw.
100 straws less, or more. And so don't think that what you do doesn't count. You do count. So say no to plastic and get in touch with us to find out what else you can do and how you can do that. Right, it's 11 o'clock. Time for us to finish. Julia, you said you're leaving when?
Tonight.
Tonight.
But I'll be back really soon.
Okay, soon is not good enough. What does soon mean?
I don't know. I have to talk with my husband.
He can travel too.
Yeah, he's gonna come. And
my
baby actually think he's from Cambodia. I have no idea why, but if you ask him where he's from, he's gonna say Cambodia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, come with the family. Hey, absolutely do. So Julia, Eric, thanks a lot for coming today.
Thanks, Devi.
And
Thanks very much.
Best of luck. Stay in touch, and listeners, please stay tuned. We still have 1 more hour to go, and next hour we'll be continuing with our regular program. Lots of great music, entertainment, and also we'll do the events calendar in just a bit.